Yo, 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 what's going on? What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Former Insight with your host, Maddox. I had to change my shirt into a hoodie. I want to be swagger with the same pants on. You know, I'm just saying. That's not the point. Listen, man, today we here with another special guest. Tell them who you be.
T Naturals. You guys can follow me on all social media platforms. T Naturals with 2 S's.
Listen, man, let's get straight into it, man. Let's talk about the struggles of a light-skinned black woman in the black community, man. Because a lot of people think that y'all don't have struggles.
We do.
And I tell them, I grew up my whole life, and I've been seeing light-skinned girls get bullied by dark-skinned black women. And they swear y'all automatically think y'all got it, and they just be jumping y'all, bothering y'all for no reason because y'all light skinned. And let's talk about that. Did that ever happen to you as a light skinned black woman? Did you go through traumas and struggles in the black community?
Yeah, I do. And I feel like I still go through them today, which is kind of sad. But, I feel like even now as a light skinned black woman, it's like they want you to prove yourself to them, like prove that you're a black woman because you're not black, like your skin's not dark.
That's a sickness.
It is.
Because they always say, no one wants to hear the black woman X, Y, and Z. But then turn around and don't want to hear y'all cries. And I always say light skin, black comes in all shades of color, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got light skin blacks, brown skin blacks, dark skin blacks. You're all black women.
Right.
And I just find that to be weird. So, like, I seen light-skinned women get bullied in circles in school because they're light-skinned. Now, I'm not saying light-skinned girls don't bully dark-skinned girls sometimes. Yes, that happens. Yes. But
it's
the majority of the time,
rare.
Thank you. I was going to say that. It's actually way more rare than the dark-skinned one messing with the light-skinned blacks. You don't really see a bunch of light-skinned women teasing a dark-skinned woman on a daily basis by the boatload. You really don't see that as much because, first of all, there's way more dark-skinned people out here than light-skinned people. Let's go to a regular school. You may have a few thousand students and probably like 80 light-skinned people out of 5,000 people.
Because when you're the light-skinned one, you stick out like a sore thumb. You don't do it intentionally. That you're just light-skinned and everybody can see you. You know what I'm saying?
So give us some of the struggles y'all go through.
I would say, for me personally, my struggle goes all the way back to middle school is when I really started noticing, like, black girls didn't like me.
From middle school?
From middle school. The 6th grade. I actually hung out with some black girls who were my friends, who I thought was my friends, and later on, they all turned against me. I actually brought them all together to be friends.
Wow.
Yeah, and we ended up getting into a big fight towards the end of middle school. It's a fight everybody still talks about it today because it was crazy.
So do you think that issue they had with you was because of you was light skinned?
Yeah, and I'm pretty, so that's a big one. Like, I'm not saying that anybody's ugly because they're dark skinned. My sisters are dark skinned. We come from the same mother. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I just felt like when you grow up in a household, for example, like I grew up with my grandmother, and if my hair's naturally curly, so because my grandmother grew up in that like civil rights movement, it was like you got to do something with that hair because that looks too like nappy. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
So my grandma would make me get my hair done, or I wear nice buns and stuff like that because when it was curly, it was like untamed.
Mm-hmm.
But my grandma always told me, you're so beautiful. She always spoke life into me regardless of making me do that. But I noticed as I got older, little things like, okay, this is definitely like a slave mentality when it comes to like, you can't wear your hair like that, or you can't do this because this is untamed. So sometimes I feel like dark-skinned women or other women feel like not beautiful about themselves, and they feel untamed because of what society or maybe even their mothers have put that, projected that onto them. Like, you have to be this way because this is how you're gonna get a job. This is how you're gonna get a man.
I
This is,
agree.
you know.
You know how many times I tell the women a lot, they get mad at me because I mean, listen, black men don't like our hair. That's a bullshit lie. Your mother taught you how to hate your hair. What you mean? No one wants to hold their mother accountable. I'll tell you how it started. Get your nappy ass head. Get your nappy ass hair in there. Get your nappy ass hair here. That nappy ass hair, girl. And then they start putting weaves in your hair, perming your hair from young. So they kind of train you to hate your own hair.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yo, I never seen dude might make fun of your hair because we have jokes, but no dude is not gonna not sleep with you or take you serious if you got kinky hair.
Right.
Just take care of your hair. I got long dreads that come down my back, I'm gonna say. And I know about hair. So oh my God, you know about hair. When men go bald, they get depressed too.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying I got long hair. Thank God. But my thing is, back to the topic at hand, is that I'm telling you, to this very day, I seen a lot of light-skinned women get discriminated on against because they're pressured in. If I give you a modeling gig, it's because you're light-skinned. I mean, no, it's because she's a dope model. Right. Now, some people can pick them because they're light-skinned, but that's not being the case. And right now, actually, dark skins was in the fashion industry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not that. So give us some experiences of you think that you were discriminated on against or picked on as a grown woman now because you're light skinned. Give me some scenarios.
Okay, this was probably like a couple years ago. Cuomo was doing a campaign for running for governor, and I was canvassing for him. And there was a lot of black people because they was paying money, so everybody and their mama was in the spot, you know what I'm saying? Because we getting paid. I was the only light skinned girl, and every morning we would meet up before we go canvassing, and there was a man that would walk in there, and he would greet every black woman. I got this from a man. Every black woman, he would say, "Good morning, queen," and he would walk right past me.
Why would he call you queen?
Because I'm not black.
But you're black.
But that's what I'm saying. People, they don't talk to me. They don't know me. So they immediately say, "Oh, you're not black because I'm light skinned." And I'm not like your typical light skin. I'm like your bright skin, red undertone, red bone, light skin. You know what I'm saying? Because
he probably didn't say call you queen because he probably would get backlash for calling you queen.
Possibly.
And you're light skin, and then behind the scene they're gonna chew him out. I give you an example. One day on Instagram, and the post is still up on my Instagram, by the way. I'm looking to the camera for a second. I'm shy. All right, so one day I was on Instagram, and I posted up dark-skinned women and my complexion and darker, and I was saying black women are the most beautiful people on planet Earth. I really honestly believe that. That's not me
and
being
they
funny.
Are.
I really honestly believe that, right? Then the next post, I waited about like an hour or two, and I post up light-skinned black woman and brown skin. They said, what the hell that post went out of control, and it was a bunch of dark-skinned women getting mad at me because I literally put light-skinned women as black women too. They said, "Where's some of the chocolate women at?" Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, girl, if you just scroll over, they're right there.
Right.
So when I said one thing I don't ever find.
What is a black woman? What is a black woman? Let's define it.
But hold on. So good question. So my point is when I put the dark-skinned black woman, and I said black women are the most beautiful people on planet Earth. Guess who didn't get offended?
Light-skinned women.
Nope, didn't get offended. They say yes, they're beautiful. We are beautiful people. We are beautiful. Yes. I put light-skinned black woman up there.
Backlash.
Light-skinned woman was scared to comment. The dark-skinned woman took over my whole post and was saying, "You a colorist. First of all, it's not even what are you talking about?"
They probably even, let me be quiet, because some of them probably don't even know what that really means, honestly. Because like we talking about like colorism and black light-skinned women getting discriminated against because they're black light-skins. They don't even know what the actual term for that is. So they will feel offended.
School me. What is the black woman?
To me, a black woman is more than just color. It's more than just color because you have black women from all ethnicities. You have black, Afro, Latina women.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I grew up around a whole bunch of different people. They're all different races and stuff, and some of them even know they was black because history was my favorite subject. So like,
Got you.
I had some friends from Honduras, and they'll be like, I'll be like, oh, you know you're black. They're like, no, I'm Honduran. I'll be like, no, you're black. Look up your history. Your people come from West Africa. They don't know their history, so that's how I feel. Like, some people, they're just not educated enough.
So, I found weird too. And tell me, did you ever hear this before? They would say Dominicans and Puerto Ricans are black, right? They would say this.
Mm-hmm.
They're black. They're black. They're black. But the minute a black man dates a Puerto Rican girl
Oh, you
or
only
a
date her
Dominican
because
girl,
she's Spanish.
they
She
say,
got nice hair.
"Oh, you dating that Spanish bitch?" I'm like, I thought she was black.
Right.
I thought she was black. I'm confused.
Right.
So you big her up when it benefits you,
Right.
but then you don't want her to be your sister because she's messing with a nigga who look like Offset. Nah, no, shout out to Cardi B. I'm just saying. And just the dread black dude.
And
like,
Cardi B is black.
Yeah, to me, I just find it weird, man. I think we have a sickness amongst our black community, man.
Isn't Cardi B like half
Then she mix.
Trinidadian and half Dominican?
Like, and my thing is, I find it a sickness. Have you ever got like jumped because you was light skinned or like into a fist fight?
I definitely got into multiple fist fights. I feel like I was always fighting. Like, I was talking about this the other day to one of my friends. At one point in my life, this was a very emotional topic because just like those dark-skinned black women have feelings, so do light-skinned women. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, they know that you're pretty. So, like, when they fight you, they think that, oh, we're going to bruise her up. We're going to, make her look ugly. No, you're not. Like, bruises heal. But, it's the internal thing. You know what I'm saying? It's the internal bruise that you have to live with. Like, even like, God rest my grandma's soul, but like, she grew up a certain way, so she would say certain things to me that made me feel some type of way. Like, dang, I even had thoughts just being very vulnerable and transparent. Like, when I was younger, like, dang, I wish I was like, brown skin like my sisters.
I was going to ask you that. Go ahead.
Yeah, like, it was a very emotional thing for me because it made me feel like an outcast, especially when it comes to my family. And it put a lot of pressure on me as well to be of a certain standard because of the color skin that I had. Even my nana's like, go talk to those people. You can get us this opportunity because you look like this.
Yo, so she used you as a
Yeah, sometimes she would be like, if you talk to these people, they'll give us the opportunity. But if we go, that's how they are. That's just how they are.
So, did you ever feel like amongst like a dark skinned family, as a light skinned individual, a light skinned woman, do you feel that do you feel like a spot on the wall, or like you feel like a now people say a fly in the milk? Like it's a milk and it's spot easy, like, oh, there's a fly right there. Do you feel like you don't fit in amongst dark skinned groups of women?
Oh, you gotta make me cry. Oh, this is crazy. Yeah, I definitely feel like that. I still feel like that sometimes. I mean, I feel like the real thing now is like they want me to prove myself. Like, what makes me a real black woman? They want me to prove myself to them. I mean, I don't have to prove myself to nobody. That's why I just do me. I always connect with the black women, because we grew up certain ways. I grew up in the black culture, so certain hairstyles they had, I had them hairstyles, like certain clothes, we had the same clothes, we eat the same food because we black. You know what I'm saying? Like collard greens, fried chicken, baked macaroni and cheese, potato salad. You know
I
the
got
vibe.
you. I got you. Yeah.
Like, I grew up eating that, so there's certain ways we can relate. But when it comes to like looks, it's always like, oh, you think you better because you're light skinned, or your hair's this way, so you think you're better. There was a girl that I used to go to the salon with growing up, and I think her family was like Guyanese, and she was so dark skinned, and I was so light skinned, but this was the sweetest girl. That's how you know her parents raised her a certain way. We used to be in the salon together, and her hair is like wavy, Like naturally, my hair was curly like an afro, and they had to blow it out. Hers is wavy and is very silky, and she's mad black. Me and her got along so well. We got along so well. She never was like, "Oh, you think you better than me because you light skin?" No, she knows she's a beautiful girl. She's mad dark. Yes, she have a different hair texture, but she's still mad dark. Her skin's mad dark. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So ultimately, you gotta love the skin that you're in. I made a post about this on my page, like how I struggled with that on my Instagram page.
I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, how I struggled with my skin color for a long time, because it wasn't me who had a problem with it. It was other people who had a problem with it, and they projected that onto me.
Which gave you a complex.
Yes, it gave me a complex that when I'm amongst black women, that, oh, I have to be this way and I have to be that way and I have to stand out. Even sometimes when it comes like to, my attitude, my dude will be like, oh, you acting like one of those black girls. I'm like, what do you mean one of those black girls? Like,
He's black himself?
he's from Trinidad. But like one of those little attitudes, he's like, oh, that's the black girl side. I'm like, what is that? What is the black girl side? He's like, I'm like,
it's this right here. You ain't my mother. That's the black girl side. You ain't my father. Hey, talking about that.
Yeah. But, it's just, we got a little bit more spice, It's just the truth, like, everything comes from black. Even when you look at the rainbow and you really get deep into the rainbow, like, every color is derived from that one color. Even if you go back to Adam and Eve, and you go back to Adam and he was formed from the dirt. What color is the dirt?
Brown or dark brown.
Okay. So ultimately everything derives from that, but people don't study. People don't know. So then because they don't know and they don't study, God says, my people perish because of a lack of knowledge. So if you don't have a knowledge of your history and your parents didn't tell you where you came from and that you came from royalty, that you're a queen, you're beautiful in your skin, then yeah, you're going to grow up feeling like, inferior, and then start projecting your inferiorness onto other people. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's a word, but you're going to start projecting that onto people like, oh, well, she thinks she all that. You don't think you all that? Because I think I'm all that, baby, in a bag of chips.
Yes, you should.
You don't think that about yourself?
Now, I'm shy. But here's the thing, right? To be perfectly honest, reason could be our limited time right here. But one thing I want to say, you are a beautiful black woman.
Thank you.
You are. And not only that, is that light-skinned black woman out there, you have a voice. You are black yourself. Don't let anybody...
You are black, okay?
Yes. Don't let anybody tell you no different and give you these weird complexes. At the end of the day, we all are one.
Colors don't
They gotta fix themselves. Don't let them put... that movie called Talladega Nights?
I don't know that.
With Will Ferrell, and Clark Duncan said, "Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you put that evil on me. Don't y'all put that evil on light-skinned black women." Right? At the end of the day, man, you're black, and I've been seeing it all my life.
All black is beautiful.
All my life, I've been seeing light-skinned black women be getting picked on by dark-skinned black women. Not saying all. I said all my life. I've been seeing that in every school.
It's not talked about.
And it's not talked about. And my inbox will be flooded with light-skinned women saying thank you for speaking on the struggles that y'all go through in the community, because y'all overpowered or overshadowed or oppressed verbally wise. So with that being said, man, thank you for coming up here and sharing that, man.
You're welcome.
Damn, I need to watch more time. All right, shit, man. You know what I'm going to do? God bless and good night.
Good night.